I love nameplates like this one here. When this came from Aurora Prehistoric Scenes tar pit kit. I just love these things. It gives me the feel of having my own little mini museum. But the problem is with these is that they don't come with something to set them in. So they either lay flat on your shelf or you kind of take some, tape and, put some tape on there and hope, kind of press it against the model so it kind of hopefully it just comes out looking janky. So to that end, I've decided to address that problem. So I was in the hobby store the other day looking at different things I could use, and I came across some wood pieces like this little guy here and this little square and a little rod like so. And it occurred to me those three things could be put together to make a little base. And this is the prototype I came up with. And the base fits in just like that at just the right angle too, by the way. So it's not straight up and down. You can look at it, but it's not flat either. So this is my prototype for this. So what I'm going to do, make some more of these, just taking a saw like this guy here to cut the rod down to size, which is about 1 inch. And then I will take some Elmer's glue. This is Elmer's wood glue. And glue this piece here. Then I'm going to paint the little rods in the brass that I use for my nameplates, and I'm going to I usually use this Vallejo model color brass, and that's 70801. And for these pieces here, I'm going to use a semi-gloss black. This is Tamiya TS29. I want to paint those black. Once the paint is dried, I'm then going to on the rods and on the base, I'm then going to take some clear or some just regular wood school glue as opposed to the wood glue, and glue the rod into place. And because the school glue will dry clear, whereas sometimes the wood glue will dry kind of yellowish. So once it dries, it shouldn't show up. So that's where we're going with this. Let's see how it goes. They're done. Pretty pleased with how they turned out. I've got 17 of them because I've got 17 of the prehistoric scenes, or there were 17 in the series. Came out pretty good after after I got it assembled, or at least partially assembled. I spray painted it with the semi-gloss black for the base and used the Vallejo brass for the rod. Also did a clear coat on the rod, and then glued the rod down with the Elmer's glue, and I think it came out pretty good. And it holds this just about at the right angle. It's not flat, it's not going to sit there flat, but it's not going to be straight up. It's going to be at an angle that if you're looking at it on the shelf is going to be easy to read. And here's a side view here. But I'm pretty pleased with how these turned out. I think in the future I may experiment with other designs. As I was brainstorming, I had some other ideas that came up for the future. So we'll see what new experiments I come up with. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this, and join me for further adventures.